Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Whassup Wrestling here in the Sky Dome at Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And tonight we have ourselves a tag team matchup, a fairly interesting tag team matchup, if I do say so myself, as the Universal Champion will team up with his now #1 contender, Bobbo, to take on the tag team champions in this non-title bout in the form of Spectational. I'm Wally Weasel, and JoJo is basically on temporary assignment, and we all hope him well, and maybe we'll see him one day in the future. For now, I'm just going to basically Joey Styles the hell out of this thing as the Universal Champion makes his way into the ring. We are, of course, reminded of events last week where the Dork Killer made the effort to attack Bobbo from behind, only for Bobbo to counter and send the champion to the outside. Just a sign that even the gods can bleed. And speaking of the challenger himself, we'll soon be joined by the former Universal Champion, Bobbo. And there he is, still full of energy. Still with the crowd well on his side. As he inflates up the inflatable Bobbos. Nothing can keep them down. They certainly represent his hope, his spirits, his chances of becoming the Universal Champion once more at Extreme Rules. Just 2 weeks from this point. I'm sure this match is only made to heighten the tension between these two men. As I'm sure they would hope, either one individually, for a new championship. But tonight that will not be the case. As again, this will be a non-title affair. Bobbo pointing out the Universal Champion. How well will these two men work together? They already don't seem to be attacking each other. The Dork Killer is calling them on, and Bobbo is just keeping himself from attacking the champion from behind, because that's just not his style. And there they are, the tag team champions, having won those titles at Payback in the ladder match against Natural Greatness. Of course, when we're thinking about Natural Greatness and Spectational, one has to be reminded of the great match between Dexter Spectacular and Ranger just a couple weeks prior to Payback, which Dexter nearly defeated the undefeatable Ranger, who of course will be in competition later tonight, defending his $1 million championship against the superhero of Whassup Wrestling. Once more we see the Dork Killer and Bobbo on the outside, not at each other's throats, surprisingly. Oh, and the Dork Killer just tagging himself in. Already a bit of an argument between the two men. And it's Dexter Spectacular with the arm wrench. But the Dork Killer counters it. Oh, dropping Dexter down on the back. Dork Killer not giving him a moment's reprieve as he dives him down with a DDT. Perhaps hoping to bust open another man. And now Bobbo with the blind tag. Oh no! Dork Killer didn't like that one. He's walking out and now he's just leaving Bobbo on his own against the tag team champions. Yes! The Dork Killer has walked out of this one. The #1 contender. And the tag team champions. And Jamie Hill keeping on the apron. Hopefully he keeps up with his honor. Oh, Dexter with a heavy hit. With Bobbo from behind. And the reverse suplex. The backdrop. And the Bobbo kicks to the side of the head and to the back. As the ref gets up to 7. Will this be another Sasha Banks affair from last week? No, Bobbo manages to get back into the ring. And he is well on the way. No! What would this mean for the tag team champions if Bobbo were to manage to defeat them both? No! He's going to have to survive a clothesline like that if he wants that sort of victory. It looks like Dexter wants to go for the tag. But no! Oh! Bobbo from behind with the neckbreaker. Jamie trying to keep out of the way of those kicks. Surprisingly, he's not taking any shots, or really, not surprisingly. We saw the tag there. Jamie Hill. Oh, the power slam by Bobbo. And Bobbo going for the patented Bobbo forearm. No, to the back of the neck. What's Bobbo waiting for here? What's Bobbo waiting for here? And the other forearm to the back of the neck. Taking one half of the tag team champions down, and now Bobbo has the cover. Can he single-handedly defeat the tag team champions? And no. Just a 2 count. And Dexter is back up into the corner. Not where Bobbo will want him. And the Bobbo hangover. The Bobbo hangover. Oh, nice athleticism by Jamie Hill with that head scissors, and the crowd does not like that. They're fervently behind the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. Even going so far as to boo their favorites in the tag team division. Bobbo with a nice European uppercut. And another of those forearms, and another forearm. And the crowd firmly in behind of Bobbo. The forearm machine, and another. And here we go, another Bobbo forearm to the back of the neck. And a series of Bobbo kicks. Oh, and a nice turnaround suplex by Bobbo. And now he's waiting in the corner. Jamie getting to his feet. The #1 contender firmly in control, but no. Oh, turns him right into that spear by Jamie Hill. And Jamie Hill slamming his foot into Bobbo's head, and the count. But no. Bobbo kicking out, but leaving himself open for that drop kick. Jimmy may have to make the tag, but no, he's going to the top. To the top goes the tag team champion. Oh, and a diving moonsault. Bobbo middle of the ring. Jamie felt all of that one. Crowd not liking it at all, and and a nice face buster by the spectational one. Jamie back on the top. Can we see another moonsault? No, it's a corkscrew, and Bobbo rolls out of the way of that one. Bobbo holding his own in this handicap bout. And I'm sure the Dork Killer will be waiting in the back, regardless of the outcome of this one, to continue the assault on Bobbo. Oh! Bobbo dropping the shin right into the face of Jamie Hill, and Bobbo waiting. Bobbo waiting. And another neck forearm to the back of the neck. As he goes for the cover, this could be it. There's the count. 2. No! Dexter with the save. Oh, and Bobbo didn't like that one bit. Setting up Dexter for this on the top. What's he going for here? All the way to the top. Oh, it's the Bobbo backdrop off the top rope. It looks like Bobbo got more of that than Dexter. And another clubbing blow to the back of the neck. And a backdrop. Bobbo taking the tag team champions to school here tonight. Oh, and here it is again. Oh, sending Jamie right into the referee that time. Now Jamie trying for the fans, but he's not getting much of a response. Or at least the sort of response that he would want. Oh, and Bobbo with that running kick. And now it's Bobbo. Bobbo showing the fans what they want. Showing Spectational that he's what the fans are wanting. Oh, and Bobbo tried to stop that tag, but now comes Dexter. Fairly awkward landing there. Missing the spiral clothesline. What's Bobbo setting up for? What's he setting up for? No, he's going for a kick, but no! Dexter with his dropkick to the back. How much longer can Bobbo hold out? Nice athleticism by Spectacular. Going for the headed once more. Forcing down all that weight. Oh, and the leg drop. The double leg drop to the nether regions of the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. But no, Bobbo fights back. Bobbo fights back. Then Jamie makes it to the top apron. Oh, Dexter sweeping out Bobbo's legs right from under him. But no, Bobbo will not say die. Bobbo keeping it going. Oh! And that one's for all of you back at home. And a nice spinning neck breaker by Bobbo. And the count. 2. Oh my God! Bobbo manages to defeat him. He manages to beat the odds. Defeating both members of Spectational, the tag team champions. He has truly proven his worth as the #1 contender to the Universal Championship. And here comes the Dork Killer. Are we going to see a repeat of last week? What's the Dork Killer going to do? Bobbo calling him to the ring. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, from that ill-timed commercial break for this singles vixen matchup. As you see Cyclone making her way down to the ring. For those wondering about the altercation, it was really a stare down, with the Dork Killer heading into the back and Bobbo giving chase, and we'll keep you notified of any interaction that happens between the two men. For now, we'll be focusing on Vixen's contests. Perhaps this is one that Vixen's champion, Summer Holly Madison, will be paying close attention to, regardless of her in competition later tonight. And there she is, Katie Klein, who has grown rather tired of being abused by the Vixens themselves. First by being stalked by Lana Starr, and then being assaulted by Summer Holly Madison in that switch around match. And then last week, or 2 weeks ago really, being attacked post-match by Honey Rydell. So she has aligned herself with Anya, although it's still a speculation on whether Katie came to her or Anya came to Katie. Either way, we see Natsuko will be in the corner for Katie in this one. I suppose sort of a gift for the Vixen. And hopefully not a change of attitude like we saw in Summer just a few weeks prior. A hard tie-up. The ref having to come in between there. And Cyclone showing her superhuman strength in that exchange there. Oh, and attempting to show her athleticism with that Hurricane Rana. Now Katie, wringing the neck and that knee to the face. Natsuko cheering her on from the outside. And Katie immediately up to the top. What's she going for here? She's calling for a Cyclone up to her feet. Oh, and showing her how a Hurricane Rana is done. Despite the sort of assistance that Katie is looking for, the crowd is still somewhat in her corner, albeit mixed. Although it seems clear that there are more in Cyclone's side. Oh, especially with a knee like that and a dropkick to the shin. Oh, and a hard kick to the side of the face by Cyclone. As the superhero hops to the top. What's she going for here? She's calling for the top. Or she's calling for Katie to get up. And a diving crossbody from the top. Cyclone goes flying. Oh, and a heavy chop. Oh, and a low DDT, dropping Katie's head right into the canvas. And now finally getting in that standing Hurricane Rana. And attempting for that kick in the back, but no. Oh, Katie with that well-rebounded Russian leg sweep. But Cyclone retakes control after that fireman's carry and the forearm to the head. Oh, and both women are taken to the outside. Cyclone better be careful because Natsuko is still out there. Oh, and a nice arm drag by Katie. And an unhealthy slap to the face. Bit of a rough showing by Katie, slamming Cyclone's face right into the mats and then kicking the back of him. But no, Cyclone coming back. As we now get up to 6. Both women back into the ring. Oh, and a hot shot by Katie, slingshotting Cyclone's throat right off the top rope. Cyclone's not going to allow that one to happen. And now it's a single leg crab. And the referee blocking the way, keeping Katie from grabbing the ropes. Perhaps she has something of an argument to make. Whassup Wrestling seems to just be against her. Oh! A little small package, Northern Lights drop. Oh, and Cyclone attempting for a diving crossbody. Katie just standing there watching. Nice little pin here. Ref taking his time for the count. Starting to understand Katie's issues with the company. Oh! Pump handle, cradle drop. Katie kicking Cyclone into a camel clutch. But Cyclone managing to power out. Surprisingly, Atsuko has done nothing but cheer Katie on. Cyclone countering with that reverse DDT, and it looks like she's going to the top. Surprisingly, Atsuko did not go for the ankles there. Cyclone kicking her back down, but bringing her back up. And the side slam. And the cover. Will this be enough? No. Katie manages to kick out. I suppose one could say that the ref was a bit faster for Cyclone's count. More athleticism shown by Katie Klein. The Cyclone is forced to roll away. But Katie still gets a hold of her. Oh, attempting to clothesline her, but Cyclone sends her to the top. No, no, oh. Cyclone not suicidal in that exchange. Chopper right across the throat and a low DDT. Cyclone sending Katie into that barricade and a double flip head scissors. Vixen's outside or halfway through the count. Oh, and a nice counter by Katie. Dropping Cyclone with a sudden hurricanrana. As we are getting yet another heavy physical contest here. And Cyclone with another side slam. Will this be enough to put Katie Klein away? Yes! It seems once again Whassup Wrestling has disrespected Katie Klein. One might say, or at least Katie might say, and hopefully she just takes the loss and goes with it. You never really know here in Whassup Wrestling how one feels until they're into the ring. As you see, the ref taking his sweet time for the count there. The side slam. And the count again. And Cyclone victorious in this one. Here's hoping that Tornado is just as successful later on when he challenges Ranger for the $1 Million Championship.
Whassup Wrestling is brought to you by Snacky S'mores. Eat Snacky S'mores.
Here we are, Sasha Banks, no longer with her always news last week following that heinous handicap matchup. Emily gold in the title now, and has since been seen walking around wearing it herself. Sasha is now on a quest to reclaim it, or at the very least put the council in its place. Tonight may be the start of that very quest. She's set to take on Spice, the leader of the council. The only downside, of course, is that this is a submission match. It certainly favors Spice. Sasha doesn't seem too afraid of this. As the lights dim on the crowd, as the council's Dark Star makes her way to the ring. Responsible for the abrupt change in attitude of Summer Holly Madison, thus forming the council. And perhaps some would say, still, the Vixen's champion. Given the control she holds over herself. That could come to a change. Neville faces off against the Vixen's champion in just 2 weeks' time at Extreme Rules. Sasha rather nonchalant in this one. She may pay for that. As once more, we see the women going into the corner. Sasha going for that arm ringing, forcing Spice to a knee. But no, Spice up. Oh! Countering into an arm wrench on the arm bar on the ground. And Sasha with the side Russian leg sweep. Hoping to get in that bank statement. Spice does all that she can just to keep up. I'll be doing my best to commentate on this one, but so many submission holds with so many awkward names. Sasha. And now a chop straight across Spice's chest and another one, sending Spice into the ropes. Oh, and a nice clothesline there by Sasha, who's going up to the top. Calling Spice up to her feet. What she got planned here? Oh! And it's a nice diving knee. Sasha going for that bow and arrow lock. But no, Spice manages to counter out of it. Of course, not only does Spice know how to utilize a multitude of submission maneuvers, but how to escape them as well. Spice countering there with that reverse DDT. Having her legs swept out from under her. And now going for the jawbreaker. Oh, and a single flip head scissors. There's Sasha against the ropes. Oh, and a nice drop kick there by Spice, just catching Sasha across the side of the face. And Spice, that little bow and arrow lock herself. And a snapmare. Oh, drop kick right to the shoulders. And there we see it. The Spice rack. Will this be enough? No, Sasha manages to counter out, but the damage may have been done. No, and a nice counter DDT by Sasha. Sasha again going for that bow and arrow lock. This could be it. No, Spice manages to counter. DDT. Oh, nice little running neck breaker. And now a rear choke. With Spice managing to literally kick her way out of it. Sasha with that fireman's carry and an elbow to the face. To the back and a crucifix. Unfortunately, no pinfalls in this one. And Spice going for that armbar. Sasha can't get out, can she? No, she manages just to get out. Again, looks to be favoring that arm. Elbow to the back of the head and to the knee. With Spice fighting back. Oh. And a heavy spine buster. And Spice sharing a few words to Sasha. Perhaps welcoming her to wrestle wrestling herself. And now once again with that armbar. We saw Sasha favoring the arm right after it, and Spice has it locked in. She's got her arms trapped. Will Sasha be able to kick out? No. Spice is forced to just let go of the hold for now. And then we see the mini hold backbreaker, and that is it. Sasha tapped out. And once again, losing out to the counter. Perhaps not the welcome to Whassup007 that Sasha had been hoping for. Losing her title, being assaulted by two women, and now being forced to tap out. Just moments after claiming her quest to defeat the council. The council may just be too powerful for anyone in the Whassup007 Federation to defeat. We've seen them conquer Kitty and Cyclone. We've seen them convert Summer into their way of thinking. And Spice just gone in this one. Certainly impressed with Sasha's efforts. And we see Bobbo going, oh, yes, Dork Killer from behind. Just following that handicap matchup that the Dork Killer left the challenger for. Oh, and some heavy shots. With Bobbo managing to fight back, but not for very long. Oh, and a knee to the back. Here, security is already on their way. Hopefully they can get to here in time before anything serious happens. Of course, we see the interview going on in the back. Hopefully they can come down and help. And the Dork Killer just sending the challenger further on ahead. That is the direction that Bobbo was going. So at least you have that. Oh, and a nice double shot there. Bobbo with the leg whip. Oh, sending the Dork Killer right into the supply crate. Those things are not pretty. And the Bobbo kicks. Oh, and sending Dork Killer right against the wall. But the Dork Killer with a heavy forearm to the back. And now it's Bobbo with one of his own forearms into the back. As we get dangerously close to the other superstars there. What's Bobbo going for? Oh, Bobbo with one of his own little forearms. The Bobbo forearm, but the Dork Killer fighting back. And we see one of the security officials doing his best to keep everyone back, and we see people running off. This fight is going all over the place in the backstage area, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and another forearm shot to the back of the skull by Bobbo. Dork Killer wanted this. And now Bobbo is giving it back to him. Oh, and Bobbo hurting his elbow on that exchange. Oh, now Bobbo meets the supply crate. And these two men, the hatred of these two men, so great they don't even care about the chair. And now into the general manager's office. Stephanie McMahon had better get out of there if she is inside it. And now Bobbo, oh! Bobbo with that forearm to the back of the head. But the Dork Killer continuing the fight. Is that Triple H? Are they fighting in front of Triple H? Dork Killer giving himself a little breather. Oh! What is Triple H doing here on Whassup Wrestling? Here for his wife, perhaps. But really, who cares about him? This personal animosity between these two men has perhaps grown too far. Oh, and a nice reverse DDT by Bobbo. Oh. And a heavy DDT right onto the thinly carpeted floor. And there's, oh no! Stephanie was on her way to the ring to fight Lilac, but Kitty from behind. The camera's coming back from commercial just in time. There's a ref calling on security to come in and get Kitty out of here. Lilac taking quick advantage, sending Kitty or Stephanie back into the ring. And there's the bell as this match finally gets underway. Now Lilac surprisingly going for an early pin. Perhaps she's showing a bit of mercy on Stephanie. This crowd acting a bit oddly. They want Stephanie to hurt, but anytime Stephanie gets hurt, they don't seem to like it. But they definitely like Lilac. Oh, and Stephanie manages to fight back, slapping away Lilac's dropkick attempt. Oh, and that counts as world famous unhealthy slap. Stephanie goes up to the middle rope, driving both arms into Lilac's face and kicking Lilac square onto her back. Oh, but Lilac fighting back, going for another cover. Missing the dropkick. Another missed dropkick. And Stephanie with the monkey flip. And Lilac calling for the crowd support. And Stephanie makes her way to her feet, only to take that forearm. And now counters with the reverse DDT. Perhaps Lilac could become another fighter against the Council's power. But she may have to get through Stephanie to earn her place as a threat. Oh! Nice little grounded snapmare there by Stephanie. Oh! Lilac using her quickness to get in that DDT, and now she's calling for Stephanie to get to her feet. Oh, and a standing Hurricane Rana. And this could be it. The ref with the count. And yes! With that standing Hurricane Rana, Lilac is victorious here. Finally scoring a victory over the Council for the other Vixens in this company. Of course, credit has to be given to Kitty for that early assault. And we'll be seeing these two women settling their score at Extreme Rules. And there's that standing Hurricane Rana. And the quick cover. The rope in a good placement. As Lilac scores the victory. And manages to phase through the referee. The Vixens here in Whassup Wrestling certainly are something else. Neville already in the ring, and here comes the Vixens champion, Summer Holly Madison. Some boards being given between the two. Oh! And Summer just spearing Catherine's back into the ring apron. Oh! And Catherine fighting back. But somehow Summer manages to get into the ring. These two women at one point were tag team partners, tag team champions, longtime friends, and now bitter rivals. For the longest time, Catherine swore she would never strike Summer. But not only has she changed up on that rule of hers, she managed to give Summer her first ever loss in televised Whassup Wrestling. More than definitely than not, Summer cannot be impressed by that. She cannot be impressed by the fact that Catherine would win that TLC matchup against Lana and Katie to claim the #1 contendership and dared to challenge her for her Vixens championship. This is what the Council has done to Blink. Summer wanting everyone to know her name. And Catherine is definitely going to tell her hers. Oh, and the hardest slap of Whassup Wrestling. But Summer responds with a DDT. Sending Catherine into the corner. And oh, that kick. Oh, and a twisting body splash by Summer, showing her speed, her athleticism, her agility. But no, Catherine manages to get that shoulder up. Summer hoping to avenge her loss last week, her first loss. Oh, and that low blow by Summer. As Catherine manages to her feet. Oh, and that front drop kick. Both feet pushed right into Catherine's schnoz. Of all places. Catherine hopping behind. Turning former partner around and dropping her. Summer turns to crawl to the ropes, but doesn't get too far. Oh. Summer pleading there, but those pleas were no longer heard. Catherine will no longer listen. But no! Oh, maybe she'll listen now. Summer with that forceful pin. Summer again shouting her name out to the crowd. Again making certain as many people remember it as possible. Oh! Hot shot in Catherine's throat right off the top. And Summer again with that back heel kick. And a nice little turning leg drop by the Vixens champion. And a Northern Lights suplex. Summer could be going for the blind spot. And yes, blind spot. Directly under Catherine's chin. And the count. No, just before, and Summer is not impressed with this. I honestly thought that she had the 3 right there as well. Oh, and the final nail by Catherine. It was that move that got Summer to her first loss here on televised Whassup. And Catherine just kicking in Summer's head. And following the final nail, she didn't even go for the cover. She just kept up the assault. And is she going to go for a second final nail? Yes, a second final nail. And now the cover. Just like last week, 2 final nails, but no, this time Summer kicks out. Summer manages to get her shoulder up off the canvas. And Catherine cannot believe it. But she knows that she's beaten Summer before. She can do it again. And Summer with that forceful pin, pushing Catherine's face right into the canvas. Summer going right back for the fans. The fans who are now solidly in behind Catherine's corner. Oh, and clotheslining both women to the outside. But no, Catherine wants to keep this thing in the ring. And a clubbing blow. Oh! Nice little combo there by the #1 contender. And that could be enough. No. Summer manages to kick out. And now with that leg lock wrapped around Summer's throat. No. Summer squeezes herself out. Both these women knowing each other so well. Summer again going for that quick cover. Whatever she can to put a victory over Catherine. Oh, and a nice power slam there. And another twisting body splash. And Catherine laid out. And another cover. 2. No. Somehow, Catherine manages to get that shoulder up. And a nice chop right across the throat. But no, Catherine counters. A knee to the gut and a drop kick to the knee. And a punch and another final nail. A final nail, a third final nail out of nowhere. But Catherine's not done. Oh, and a brain buster. Dropping Summer straight down to her head. But Summer managing to come back. No. These two women countering each other, going back and forth. As I've said before, these two women know so much about each other. And Summer again with that heavy pin. She's desperate for that victory. Desperate to show that she can still be the dominant champion, the dominant woman, the dominant vixen. Not wanting to end this on a bad night for the council. And Catherine now going for the crowd. Perhaps just to show Summer how far she's fallen. Oh, and a nice spinning heel kick there to Catherine's forehead. Oh, and a nice side slam and a quick cover. A very fast cover by Summer, but no. Another kick out by the #1 contender. And a second blindside. A second blindside by Summer. And this could be it. 2 blindsides. And yes! Summer with the victory. Both these women going into Extreme Rules in 2 weeks with a victory over one another. Summer has shown she can do it. Catherine has shown she can do it. Who will be walking out of Extreme Rules? The Vixen's champion. As we see Summer once more reminding everyone of her name. She is Summer Holly Madison of the Council. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we knew this one was inevitable. 2 weeks ago, when the big man Crackerjack made his Whassup007 debut, we knew he and Canuck would be coming face to face. The two behemoths of Whassup007. Canuck returning after that heavy loss to Ranger on the first episode of Whassup007. And between his matches, he is training for that rematch. Perhaps for the $1 Million Championship, perhaps just for personal pride. We will see when that day comes. Now, as we await the arrival of the big man. Crackerjack with his rather eerie entrance music. We saw him just a couple weeks ago facing off against Wild Child in his debut contest, and that one was certainly a back and forth until Crackerjack managed the victory. Some theories on that one going that Crackerjack was merely seeing what Wild Child was about before pouncing his full might on the man. Will tonight be any different? As Crackerjack sets off against Canuck. Slow, methodical walk. Canuck exiting the ring. Doing the respectful thing, giving Crackerjack his moment. A nice little heavy stare there by Canuck. And the two men come at each other. Oh! Canuck looks like he was going for that big boot. But Crackerjack with that running DDT and those heavy shots. Oh, and another running DDT. This man leaving very little room in the ring for each other's movements. Oh, and a nice... Oh, spine buster there by Crackerjack. And another pinfall. Oh! And a very, very quick matchup by Crackerjack. Leaving nothing. Oh, well, what's this? A show of respect from Crackerjack. Oh, and yes, accepted by Canuck. What could these two men do if teamed up? The announcer announcing this one as the $1 Million Championship. If you're a Whassup Prime subscriber, you'll be hearing her sweet, angelic voice describing as such. There's the challenger being accompanied by his superhero associate, Cyclone, who was earlier victorious in her contest against Katie Klein. Cyclone still looking a bit stiff from that exchange. Terminator with the $1 Million Championship on his goal, on his sights. But of course, to get to that end result, he'll need to go through the big man. The thus far undefeated in singles action, Ranger. A man who has been plowing through every bit of competition coming his way. Whose only loss is in a tag team bout where he wasn't even in the deciding factor. In fact, he was dominating more than anything in those final moments. Ranger did say he would be slowing down his efforts just a little bit. Tired of not being challenged in the ring. Still, very proud of his title win just a few weeks ago at Payback. And there's Tornado off on the side. Once again, if you are a Whassup Wrestling Prime member, you'll be hearing the sweet angelic voice of our ring announcer. The $1 million champion, Ranger, wearing that belt with pride. Holding it higher than any sign held by any fan. Now perhaps temporarily relinquishing the belt to the referee. And that's what this one is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Both men pacing about. And the bell, and Ranger comes running in. Oh! He may have been running in, but he stops right in front of Tornado, catching him by surprise. Stomping down on the superhero's back. Oh, and knocking him back down with that heavy shot beneath the chin. Oh, could he already be going for the Supernova? Yes! Supernova right in the middle of the ring. This could be a record title defense. And now with the jackhammer, is he going to get it? Yes, jackhammer. Will this be it? 3 moves. 2. No, Tornado manages to kick out. Reminiscent of Ranger versus Canuck on the first episode of Whassup Wrestling, but this time Tornado manages to power out. Tornado keeping his distance. Oh, but Ranger pulling him right back in. Perhaps Tornado should have just taken the loss. As Cyclone watches on in fear for her partner and mentor, and not just the wrestling world. Oh! Oh, and this time just a power bomb. Ranger sending Tornado, the challenger, right into the corner. You see the size difference of these two men. And Tornado will really need to rely on his quickness. I don't think he'll be able to get a choke slam in on this one. Oh, and a nice big boot. And there we see the power driver. Oh, Tornado just bouncing off the canvas. What's Ranger going for here? Oh, it's a spear! A spear! Straight through Tornado's guts. And here comes the count. This has to be it. Stay down, Tornado. And yes, what a dominant display by Ranger. I've said it before and I'll say it again. What force of nature can stop this man? The referee there counting. That being a shock to everyone, but this, not exactly. And you see them bounce right off the canvas and watch the spear. Oh, damn near ripping right through the superhero. And the cover. As Cyclone watches on, hoping that Tornado will just stay down, do the merciful thing for himself, live to fight another day. And Ranger kissing the title as it's awarded back to him. Still, your $1 million champion. And once again, who can stop this man? Is anyone even willing to try at this point? We may see at Extreme Rules, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.